it. And then I'm going to plug my mic in. Hi, Onyx. Wait, no, that's not Onyx. Is that Onyx? That's Baby. Hi, Baby. You're going to do yoga with your mama? Okay, feel a little lonely up here. Let's put this one right there. Okay, friends. Oh, come closer. Okay, friends, thank you for being here. Love you all. Let's see. As far as special announcements, I don't really have anything. I'll be here on Sunday teaching at 10 a.m. So if you'd like to come, I'd love to have you. It's 10 to 11:30, so a little bit longer, but just really nice Sunday morning start to your Sunday morning. I wouldn't say it's harder than this class. It's just about the same. And then I don't think I got anything else. Anybody else have anything they want to announce or special things? Should we just do yoga? Oh. Just to remember Jason, and like that was really big for a lot of us. So thank you. Thanks, Tracy. And I'm not exactly sure what is happening with his class going forward, but I think is today Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. I thought it was Thursday for a second, but I think I think Heather is going to teach for the last couple of weeks of January and just give all the donations to Sarah, his partner, as like part of there's also the GoFundMe out there for the memorial, and that will all go to Sarah. So yeah, so she'll be here, I'm pretty sure, unless anything changes by Thursday, but Heather will teach in the space of his class 5 p.m. on Thursday, and yeah, the donations will go to Sarah. So just FYI. Thanks, Tracy. All right, shall we do the thing? Come to a comfortable seat if you're not already there. And I always like to get a little bit of physical feedback before settling in. So you might move your body just a little bit. Roll out your shoulders, roll out your neck, stretch your arms up, a little twist, anything that calls to you. Just feel around and then eventually find stillness. So as you're ready, just sitting up really nice and tall, feeling into the length of your spine, and feeling into the length in the back of your neck, drawing up through the crown of your head. See if you can allow your shoulders to just kind of melt down away from your ears. And then eventually, eyes closed. Intentionally place your hands somewhere. So maybe on your lap, maybe hands to heart, maybe one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. And just give yourself these first few moments to really arrive here in this space. So not just physically, energetically, emotionally. Just feel whatever there is to feel moving through you in this moment. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. Next time you inhale, very intentionally fill up as big as you can. Take a moment to hold in that fullness. Maybe sip in a little extra. And then when you're ready, open your mouth and sigh it out. Do that a couple more times. So great big inhale, fill up. Feel this breath make its way into every little space inside of your body. Let it circulate around. And when you're ready, let it go. Open your mouth. Ah. Beautiful. One more time. Make this the biggest breath you've taken all morning long. And pause, take a moment to just hold. And as you hold, see if you can relax and soften around your held breath. As you're ready, open your mouth and big sigh. Ah, very nice. Seal your lips now. And start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So gentle constriction in the back of your throat. And start to feel and hear your breath as it slowly flows through your body. You can stay right here as long as you want to in stillness, just connecting to your breath, finding your own rhythm. And then whenever you're ready, start moving a little bit. So you might start from your seat, just moving through your upper body, exploring in your own way. Eventually, hands and knees. So find your way onto your hands and your knees in your own time. And just start to move and explore from there. So maybe you want to start with some cat-cows. Maybe you want to circle your hips around. Maybe you want to sit back into a child's pose and just rest there for a moment. So your own exploration of your own body with your breath, with your awareness. So what is there to be felt this morning? Rather than just going straight into what you always do, going into your patterns or your habits, see if you can really approach this movement from a space of presence. So feeling into it right now, using your felt senses. So maybe it helps to close your eyes, let go of how you look, let go of what anyone else in this space is doing, and just focus on your own body, your own breath, your own inner world, your inner experience. There's no right or wrong, no judgment, nothing you need to figure out. But just feel whatever there is to feel, notice whatever there is to notice, just flowing through your body this morning. I would say about 4 or 5 more rounds moving in this way, exploring on your own. And then when you feel ready, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can start your transition back to down dog in your own time and in your own way. Once you're back in your down dog, don't stop exploring. Rather than tuning out, tune in even more. So feel into your down dog right here, right now. Is there a way you can be maybe a little more efficient in your body? Is there a way you can support yourself more efficiently? So tune in, notice, observe. And then respond from a place of presence, from a place of loving awareness. Make any little adjustments that will benefit you, that feel more skillful to you. So what does it feel like to take your fingers out really wide, to spread them really wide and to push into the ground with your fingertips? If it feels like all of the weight is coming down into your hands or your wrists, is there a way you can adjust? So maybe find a little more strength in your shoulders. How would you do that? Find a connection to your center. Maybe bend your knees a lot, come up to the balls of your feet, or maybe you want to press your heels towards the ground, work the length in the backs of your legs. So whatever you do, just do it mindfully, intentionally. Be wherever you are at fully. Feel your breath flowing through. Beautiful down dogs, beautiful poses, you guys. Take one more great big huge inhalation into your dog pose. See if you can feel into the length of your side bodies. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your space. However you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, come right into your halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground, get all the rounding out of your back. We're actually going to twist here. So bring your feet at least hips width distance apart if they're not already. Bend your left knee a lot. Bring your left fingertips to the ground or left hand to a block, and then right arm reaches up. Yeah, open up through the right side of your heart space. You can even wrap your right arm behind your low back if you want to. See if you can keep your right leg really straight. So press into the inner edge of your right foot and draw your right hip towards the back wall. Lengthen from the crown of your head back to your right hip. And then breathe down into your belly. See if you can use your exhales to twist just a little bit further from the inside. Take one more deep breath. Very nice. End of your next exhalation, just slowly unwind and switch to the other side, Katie. So bend your right knee a lot, right fingertips on the ground, or maybe your right hand is on a block. Left arm up or left arm can wrap behind your back at any time. Try not to roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, but stay rooted through the inner edge as well. And then imagine you're trying to drag your left hip back. So as much length as you can find from the crown of your head back to your left sit bone. And then breathe down into your belly. Feel your belly expand as you breathe in. And exhale to ring out, to work your twist from the inside. Take one more huge breath. Very nice. End of your exhale, release, let that go. And just hang out in your fold for a moment. If you want, you can grab opposite elbows, ragdoll, bounce, or sway. Maybe you even bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, get the back of your neck some traction. If you do bring your hands behind your head, sometimes I like to point my thumbs up towards my earlobes and then take my elbows out really wide. It's just a slightly different way to be in the pose. So feel around, breathe into every space, let your head be heavy, let your neck relax, and then feel your connection to your center. So like your belly button is pulling up towards your spine at the bottom of each exhale. That's your invitation to dive a little deeper, fold just a little further. Take one last breath here. Next time you breathe in, come back to your halfway lift, just realigning. And then exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet, rise all the way to stand. Take your arms to the sky, big stretch. And hands to your heart center as you exhale. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. With your inhalation, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. So lots of length. Even feel the length in the back of your neck. Exhale, bow, let it go. Nice, Mikkel. Root through your feet, lead with your heart. Take it back up. Arms to the sky as you breathe in. Maybe even gaze up. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Reconnect. Let's do one more half salute, just like that. Inhale, high mountain. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale to slowly dive down. So traction out your spine, telescope your ribs, then release. Beautiful. Inhale, find your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. How much length and even strength can you feel in your back body? Exhale, fold, release. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart and rise all the way up. Nice, Brenda, arms to the sky. Hands to heart center, reconnect with you. All right, this time take your arms up, inhale. And then let's just pause here, interlace our fingers, flip your palms to face up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. So you're pressing through your palms. Take a great big inhale. And then as you exhale,
Side body stretch over towards the windows. So press your palms to the left and move your hips to the right. See if you can keep your arms really straight, strong, and powerful. Take one more breath. End of your exhale, we're gonna round and bring our palms to face forward. So you're pressing your palms towards the front wall. You might be bending your knees. Curl in, so tuck your tailbone and chin towards your chest. Maybe move your hips back and forth, side to side. Move your shoulders a little bit. And just feel around, stretch into your back body, your back ribs. Breathe into that space. One more big breath. We're gonna come up the other direction. So your arms go towards the door, towards the right side of the room, and your hips move towards the windows, towards the left. Pull your left shoulder back and down, press through your palms, lengthen through your arms. Take one more round. As you inhale, back to center. And then as you exhale, release your hands, bring your hands behind your back and find a clasp there. So interlace your fingers behind your back, roll your shoulders down away from your ears, squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. If you have a tendency to lock out your elbows like this, bend your elbows, press your palms, and see if you can squeeze your elbows towards each other like they're magnetized. Start to reach your hands back away from your body. Maybe it's a little, maybe it's a lot. Just find your own edge. And then maybe even lift your heart up. Take your gaze up. Hug in with your inner thighs as you press your hips gently forward. Take one more big, huge inhale. So really opening through your front body. Keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips, dive down. Bend your knees a lot if that helps. Hang out in your fold with your fingers interlaced for a few breaths. So see if you can let your butt lift even higher. See if you can let your knuckles lift even higher. See if you can relax your neck even more. Yeah, that's it. Take one more big inhalation. Feel that stretch in the front of your shoulders. As you exhale, hands to low back, release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Give them a gentle shake up. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. So realign. Exhale, let it go. Plant your hands and step your feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank pose. So take a moment, spread your fingers wide, actively push the ground away. Feel the strength in your arms, your shoulders, your pectoral muscles even. Draw your belly button in and up and start to take little baby rocks forward and back. So just an inch or so of movement. See if you can make your legs strong as well. So squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. See if you can feel your quad muscles turn on. Take one more inhale. If you want, you can lower to your knees to modify. Exhale, lower halfway down. So chaturanga hold, belly strong, arms strong. Yes, inhale, push back up, high plank or modified plank. One more time like that, halfway down. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Perfect. Inhale, press back up. Thanks, Tracy. Good. Lee. Exhale slowly all the way to your belly. So take your time. Beautiful. CC. With your inhalation, find a back bend variation of your choice. So baby cobra, full cobra, Spider-Man, Sphinx pose, locust. Anywhere you want to go to open through your heart, open through your front body. Give yourself a couple of breaths or so. And then eventually downward facing dog. Take it back whenever you are ready. Once you're back in your dog pose, big spacious breaths. Good, everybody. See if you can feel into the length from fingertips all the way up to sit bones. See if you can feel into the strength of your shoulders, the connection to your center. Can you feel your big, spacious breaths moving through you? Can you hear your breath? Can you use it to support and hold you here? So rather than feeling like your breath is this extra thing you always have to worry about, see if you can learn how to hone in on your breath and use it to support you in your practice, to power you through your practice, to hold you in each posture. Beautiful down dogs, you guys. Press the ground away, lift your hips even higher. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold. Once you have arrived, find your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, let it go, fold in. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, all the way to stand. Arms to the sky, big stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And this time, just a little baby back bend. So cactus your arms, focus on squeezing the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. And from there, curl open. So you're not just leaning back and pressing your hips forward, you're curling open, hug in with your inner thighs, and then press your hips forward. See if you can still breathe and find a softness through your face. Take one more round. You should be able to hold and sustain this. As you inhale back to center, arms to the sky, feel into your neutral spine, your neutral pelvis. Exhale, stick your butt out behind you, all the way down, forward fold. As you breathe in, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, take your vinyasa however you would like. So move through it in your own way, with your own breaths, mindfully. Yeah, no rush. Nice, Christine. Beautiful, Liz. Back to down dog, Ujjayi breath. Can you feel it? Can you hear it? Let it move through. Next time you inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then keep your hips square. So if you want to open your hip or take any little bit of exploration, go for it right at first and then square off your hips. So eventually your right hip will face down, slightly back, and your inner thighs face each other. Once you have your hips square, make your right leg as straight and as strong and as powerful as possible. A lot of times we think we're straightening our right leg as much as we can, but we actually are not. See if you can feel the front of your right thigh, that quad muscle squeezing. See if you can even feel the muscles around your right knee, those little stabilizer muscles. Feel them fire up. Make your right leg, or excuse me, your right foot active. So flex, point, or float. Take one more big inhale, feeling into the length from your fingertips up to your heel or your toes. Nice, Katie. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your spine, shoulders over wrist, push the ground away. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift your waistline, round through your mid back. And then exhale, step your right foot through softly. Take a moment and just stretch your own legs however you want to. So if that means bringing your back knee down, opening your front hip, straightening your front leg, anything goes. Maybe you just pay attention to your toes, feel into your toes, your ankles. Just notice how your legs are, what's going on inside. And then in your next couple of breaths, this is a little different today. We're going to rise up to a warrior one stance. So if you remember warrior one, I never teach it. Back heel pivots down and your back foot is at about a 30-degree angle. So your left toes are facing slightly out to the left and slightly forward. Feet on two train tracks rather than a balance beam. So make sure you're not trying to align your feet one in front of the other, but you've got enough space. So two train tracks, two skis, and then energetically pull your right hip back. Plug your right femur bone into the hip socket. Pull your back hip forward, just like we do in crescent lunge. Yeah, find a little tone in your belly. So navel to spine connection. If it feels like your ribs are pressing forward, knit your front ribs together. Lift through your heart and then lift your gaze, reach up high. Feel your breath flowing through you. So lots of stability in your legs. And then your upper body is your unique expression. Feel into it, breathe into it, soften around it. Take one more inhale beautifully. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And if you can, you might even press your palms together. Imagine your elbows are magnetized, that little bend in your elbows. Start to reach your hands back and possibly even lift your heart up. Take your knuckles towards the ground, heart towards the sky. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, humble warrior. So you're bowing to the inside of your right knee, right shoulder towards the inside of your right knee. You can draw your chin towards your chest. Jalandhara Bandha, your throat lock. Feel and hear your breath as it moves through your throat. Keep both legs strong. Keep your front knee tracking towards your pinky toe. Try not to let it collapse in. Yeah, see if you can lift your knuckles higher. End of each exhale, navel to spine. You might dive just a little bit deeper. Take one last huge breath. Nice poses. End of your exhale, hands to low back, and then rise back up as you breathe in. So release your clasp, reach your arms to the sky one more time. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground now. Root into your front foot, float your back leg up. You're in standing splits, or think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. So allow your chin to come in towards your chest so your neck is not straining. You're not looking forward. Feel your breath, hear your breath. See if you can take your left leg just a tiny bit higher. I don't care if your hips are square or open. It's totally up to you. So what is more skillful or beneficial in your body today? Take one more big in-breath. As you exhale, just bring your left knee towards your nose. So round and hollow out. Bend your right knee. So you're curling into this little ball balanced on your right foot. Inhale, re-extend your left leg back and up. And then exhale, step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat. You're in a low lunge now. From your low lunge, we're just gonna twist, so stay low. Left hand on the ground, right arm to the sky. Open up through the right side of your heart. Yeah, strong through your legs, especially your back leg. Feel the power coming from the ball of your back foot. Push it into the ground. Let that power move through your back leg and connect right at your center. So feel every exhalation, navel to spine. Maybe you twist just a little bit further from the inside. Imagine your right knee is magnetized to your left armpit, but try to drag your right hip back. Take one more huge breath. Beautiful work. End of your exhalation. Nice, Christine. Let it go. Unwind. Hands all the way over to your left, to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then wherever you want to go, so either exhale and work your fold or explore in your own way. You can move around or you can be still, focus on the little baby movements, the little micro movements and micro adjustments on the inside. And notice what's there. For me, a lot of times I tend to rock into my heels. Make sure your weight is slightly forward and you're focusing on lifting your butt up towards the sky, sit bones towards the sky, crown towards the ground if you're working your fold. Give yourself about 2, maybe 3 more breaths. Open mouth exhales at any time. This time, we'll inhale to a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Now listen, root into your feet, reverse swan dive. So lead with your heart to rise all the way up to stand, arms to the sky. And then exhale, warrior 2. So pivot just your right toes forward. Reach your right arm forward, left arm back, bend deeply into your right knee. Feel your right knee track towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in. Nice, Liz. Feel your weight nice and centered, shoulders over hips. Slow, steady breaths. Beautiful poses. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach up, reach back. So how much length can you create in your right side? Lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip, and then breathe into your waistline. Create more space, more length. Keep bending deeply into your front knee. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Take one more huge inhalation. Reach through your right fingertips. Good work. Exhale, come through warrior two, side angle. So reach forward and then tip it over. Right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. You can also bring right elbow to right thigh. Just keep it nice and light. You might reach your left arm forward. You might take a half or a full bind if it's in your practice and you feel like you want to go there. You feel open enough. You can keep your heart open. So no matter where you go, keep your heart open. Keep your hips open. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath you. Keep rooting through your back foot. Your back leg is still strong. Nice, see? Beautiful job, you guys. Take a couple more breaths. Soften around the pose. Soften your face, soften your outer shell. Nicely, beautiful. Ellie, as you inhale this time, we'll take a reverse triangle. So rise up, straighten your front leg, should feel good. Reach up and reach slightly back. It doesn't have to be big, huge reaching back, but just slightly. Reach and lengthen through your right side. So your right leg is now straight. Push into your right foot. Feel all that length from your right foot up to your right fingertips. Yeah, hips nice and level. So I have the tendency a lot of times to lift my front hip up. See if you can keep your hips nice and level. Take one more big inhale into your right side. And then exhale, just cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. So you're in a low lunge. Three-legged down dog. Take your right leg to the sky. Breathe in. You can either go straight to down dog or exhale, rock forward. Your variation of plank to chaturanga. Feel free to hover your right leg if you want. Inhale, back bend of your choice. You can take an extra breath or two. And then whenever you're ready, downward facing dog. Find your way back. Connect to your Ujjayi breath, slow and steady. Good job, everybody. So feel into the difference of right leg versus left side, right leg versus left leg, right side versus left side. Maybe there's a big difference. Maybe there's not much. No judgment, but just feeling into it, noticing more. Next time you inhale, left leg to the sky. So if you want to, if it's calling to you, open your hip, roll out your ankle, any little bits and pieces of movement, but then eventually square off your hips. So left hip eventually faces down, maybe slightly back. Inner thighs face each other. And then how strong, straight, and powerful can you make your left leg? So lots of times we think we've got our leg as straight as we can, but really we can find more strength. We can find more power. Squeeze through the front of your left thigh. Squeeze those little stabilizer muscles around your left knee. Activate your left foot, even your toes. Take one more big inhale. Push through your hands. Press up and back through your left foot. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So round your spine a lot. Stay here as you breathe in, push the ground away, lift your waistline on your back, tippy toes, and then step forward soft as you can. Give yourself a moment to stretch your legs on this side. Anything goes. Straighten, open your hip. Back knee can come down. Lots of options. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Maybe all you do is close your eyes and feel your breath in your legs. It can be really simple. In your next couple of rounds, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. So no rush as you come up and settle in. Make sure your feet again are on those 2 train tracks rather than a balance beam. And then your back foot, it's different than warrior two. Your back toes aren't straight out to the right, but instead they're slightly forward, slightly out to the right. If it feels better to shorten your stance, that's okay, shorten your stance. You want your back foot to be able to be flat on the ground, so not rolling onto the inner edge of your back foot, but rooting down into all four corners. So the mound under big toe, mound under little toe, inner heel and outer heel. Left hip pulls back, plug the femur bone into the hip socket, right hip pulls forward. Feel that stability through your legs, your strong foundation, and then create your own unique expression through your upper body. If it feels like your front ribs are really pressing forward, see if you can knit your front ribs together and tone through your lowest, deepest abdominals. So feel a connection to your center. Take one more big inhale. Maybe you gaze up. Exhale, hands behind your back. And just for this one, we're going to switch our hands to one finger over. So once you interlace, just switch to one finger over. It's going to feel a little bit funky. Go with that. That's why we're here, to feel funky. Shoulders roll back and down. Maybe you press your palms. Elbows magnetized. Reach your hands back. Lift your heart up. So heart towards the sky, knuckles towards the ground. Legs stay strong. One more big in breath. Beautiful. Nice, Liz. Exhale, humble warrior. Bow to the inside of your left knee. So left shoulder towards the inside of your knee. Round through your upper back and let your chin draw towards your chest. Find your throat lock, Jalandhara Bandha, so you really hear and feel your breath as it flows through your throat. See if you can lift your knuckles a little higher. See if you can keep your front knee tracking towards your pinky toe. Don't let it collapse. Back leg strong, back foot rooted. Maybe lift your knuckles one last time, higher or forward. Big inhale. As you exhale, hands to your low back, release your clasp, rise back up. So we're coming back to a warrior one. Reach up, gaze up. And exhale, hands to the earth. Walk your fingertips forward and float your back leg to the sky, standing splits. You can keep your hips square or you can open them up. The biggest thing to notice, just make sure you're not sinking into your outer left hip. So you're not getting lazy through your left hip, but you're hugging in with your left inner thigh. You feel that connection to your center. See if you can relax your neck, crown of your head towards the ground. So rather than gazing forward, chin to chest, you might gaze up at the sky or somewhere behind you. See if you can lift your right toes just a little tiny bit higher, maybe even spread them. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose, round, hollow out. Just get your knee as close as you can to your nose. Both knees are bending. You're in a little ball, balanced on your left foot. Re-extend your right leg up and back, so standing splits again. And then exhale, right foot to the back of your mat. Set up a warrior two stance. So back heel pivots down. Rise up as you are ready. Beautiful. So left toes forward, and now your right toes are directly to the right. Now your feet are on more of a balance beam. Your front butt cheek is wrapping underneath you. Nice, Brenda. And your weight is stacked, shoulders over hips, nice and center. I love to feel into my warrior two with my eyes closed. So maybe you close your eyes and just feel from the inside. Is there any way you can support yourself more fully or align yourself with more integrity? Next time you inhale, reverse your warrior. From palm rotates up, reach up and reach back. Good job, you guys. I totally am messing up on this side, but I promise I'll make sure you get everything. You're evened out. So left side really long, and left rib cage is lifting away from your left hip. Breathe into the space, your left waistline. How much length can you create there? Breathe into it. Feel the strength in your right side body. So your right side obliques are working to hold you. Take one last big inhale. And then as you exhale, come through your warrior two. Reach forward as far as you can. Side angle. Tip it over. Left hand towards the ground. Right arm towards the sky. If you want, left elbow to left thigh. Maybe right arm forward, maybe half bind, full bind. So whatever feels right for you. About 3 more rounds of breath. Keep wrapping your left butt cheek. Keep your back foot rooted, strong through your back leg, rooted through your back foot. Connected to each breath, slow and steady. Good job. One last round. Beautiful poses. As you inhale, rise up, straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. So reach up, reach back, lengthen through your front leg. Good. So again, feeling into your left waistline. Breathe into that space. Your right side is still strong. You feel your right obliques working to support you. Press firmly into your left foot and then reach through your left fingertips. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot. This is where I'm going to switch it up because I forgot this. Twisted lunge, revolve lunge. So right hand stays down, left arm to the sky. Twist from your center, so not from your arms, not from your legs, but right from your belly button, right under your rib cage. Fill up with your inhales, breathe down into your belly. And as you exhale, there's your invitation to twist just a little bit further. Take one last huge breath. End of your exhale, nice Ellie. Let it go, unwind. Hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift on an inhale. And then wherever you want to take it, exhale to work your fold or to explore your pose on this side. No right or wrong. Just you, your body, your breath, and all of that energy, all of that sensation inside of you. Notice what comes, notice what goes, and let it. You can exhale out your mouth at any time. Last couple breaths. Good breathing, you guys. Inhale, find a halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. And then crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes to face forward, low lunge. All right, from low lunge, inhale, take your left leg back and up, three-legged dog. You can exhale straight to down dog or rock forward, your variation, plank to chaturanga, strong arms, strong belly. Lift your heart as you inhale. And then you choose this time, either down dog, or if you want, child's pose. Take a moment to just rest. Reconnect to your body, reconnect to your breath. You might even notice your thoughts. Let them come and let them go. So you're not fighting with them or trying to control them or make them go away. You're just allowing them to flow right through. You notice them without attaching. So we'll move through that entire sequence as a flow, breath to movement. I know I switched it up a little on the left side. So like you always do, just stay present and listen to my cues. Take what works and leave the rest behind. So you can always modify, take a break if you need to. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Take a great big inhale into your down dog. Push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your space. Step or float forward fold. With your inhale, halfway lift position, lots of length. And exhale, bow, let it go all the way to empty, and then rise, root through your feet, lead with your heart, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up and stretch. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open, make it come from mid and upper back. Inhale, realign, reach up, neutral pelvis, neutral spine, feel into it. And then exhale, heart leads all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lots of length and even strength in your back body. Nice river, exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So see if you can keep that exhale going as you lower down. Nice, Mikkel, heart lifts. Peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Hips lift, down dog, exhale. Great big inhalation, take your right leg to the sky. And then soft and slow, exhale, step your right foot forward. Pivot your back heel down. We're setting up a warrior one today. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana one, reach up. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back and down. Use your inhale to create a little back bend, reach your hands back and away, lift your heart up. Exhale, humble warrior, bow deeply inside of your right knee, all the way to empty in your breath. As you inhale, rise back up, release your clasp and reach your arms to the sky. So open back up. Exhale now, hands to the earth, root into your front foot, back leg floats high. Exhale, left knee to your nose, curl in, round, little crunch. Inhale, re-extend, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot back, listen carefully, low lunge. Inhale, twist, right arm to the sky, open up. And exhale, let it go. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. You might add arms. You can reach your arms out to both sides if you want. Exhale, bow all the way to empty in your breath. Now root through your feet. Lead with your heart. Rise up. Reverse swan dive. Arms to the sky. Breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out, right toes forward, bend your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up, reach back. Exhale, side angle, so come through your warrior two, reach forward, tip it over, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, reverse try, so rise up, straighten your front leg, level out your hips, reach up, reach back. Now exhale, cartwheel your hands down, pivot to the ball of your back foot, three-legged down dog, right leg to the sky, inhale, straight to down dog with your exhale or rock forward, your variation, plank to chaturanga, you can always modify. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Good job. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Stretch it out. Use your breath. Use your core. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Warrior one stance. Set up your legs and rise. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace. If you want, you can go one finger over. Inhale to work your heart open. So reach your hands back, lift your heart up. And exhale, humble warrior. Keep your clasp as you bow all the way to empty, navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, rise back up. So as you rise, release your clasp, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Walk your fingertips forward, back leg floats up, standing splits. Breathe in, strong through your right leg. Nicely. Exhale, crunch, round, right knee to your nose or as close as you can get. Inhale, back up, right leg high. And then exhale, step back into your low lunge, soft if you can. Stay in your lunge position. Twist, left arm to the sky. Follow with your gaze. Gaze up at your left fingertips. Exhale, unwind, hands over the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift as you inhale. Option for arms if you'd like. And then bow all the way to empty in your breath. Navel to spine connection. Root through your feet, lead with your heart. So powerful legs as you rise. Inhale, arms reach. Warrior two, exhale, left toes forward, bend your left knee, reach forward and back. Inhale, reverse, reach up, reach back. Keep that big, deep bend in your front knee. And exhale, side angle, move through center and tip it over. Everything stays open. Yes, inhale, reverse try, rise up, straighten your front leg, press into your front foot, reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot, three-legged dog, inhale, left leg high. Yes, straight to down dog or rock forward, take your vinyasa. Beautiful, everybody. Downward facing dog, or if you want, you can grab a quick child's pose instead. Reconnect to your breath, slow it down if it's sped up, smooth it out. So use those muscles in the back of your throat to regulate your breath. We'll move through that entire sequence just one more time. I'm going to add in a few little changes. So again, just stay present. Take what works, leave the rest behind. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Take one more inhale, lots of length. Exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. How much length can you create? Exhale, bow all the way to empty. Press into your feet, lead with your heart. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Arms reach. And hands to heart. Exhale. All right, here we go. Listen, inhale, arms to the sky. Side body stretch of your choice over to your right. Hips to your left. So you can make it your own. Nice CC back to center. Breathe in, realign. Other side, up and over. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Reach up and then add your back bend here. Exhale, cactus your arms, navel to spine connection as you curl open. Inhale, realign, reach up, feel neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And then exhale, heart leads all the way down, fold. Beautiful, friends. Lift halfway as you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. Nice, Tracy. Exhale, lift your hips. Nice, River. Listen here. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Stay and hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow as close as you can come. Nice, Ellie. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high, stretch it out. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or maybe even your armpit. Maybe you had a push up, bend your elbows, don't let your butt drop. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, knee to your nose, and then step through softly. Pivot your back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1, rise up, inhale, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Use your inhale to work your shoulders back and down, to lift your heart up. Maybe you're reaching your knuckles towards the ground. And then exhale, humble warrior. Bow to the inside of your right knee. Legs stay strong all the way to empty. Inhale, rise back up. Release your clasp, arms to the sky. Exhale, slowly, hands to the earth. Walk your fingertips forward, standing splits. Now listen, we're gonna hold in standing splits or option to open up into a half moon. So if you want to, reach your right hand forward a little bit. Yeah, maybe left hand to your hip or left arm to the sky. Stack left hip on top of right. Back leg is really strong no matter what variation you are in. Back foot is active. Your breath is flowing through you. Take one more big inhale, lift your left leg higher, everybody. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So fingertips to the ground, curl into your little ball, bouncing on your right foot. Inhale, re-extend your left leg up and back, standing splits. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left toes to the back of your mat. Stay in your low lunge, add a twist. Inhale your right arm to the sky, open. Exhale, unwind. Hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Butt sticks out, top of your head reaches forward. And exhale, fold all the way to empty in your breath. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise, arms to the sky, inhale. Warrior two, exhale, so adjust your feet, reach forward and back. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, side angle, reach forward as far as possible, then tip it over, everything stays open. Everything stays open, reverse triangle, rise up, straighten your front leg, hips level, reach up and back. And all the way down, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot, three-legged down dog. Now listen, pause in your three-legged dog, open up your hip. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up. Feel your right hip stack on top of left. This is a great place to stay. Stay here and get this nice opening for the front of your right hip, or option for a back bend. Three-legged back bend, flip your dog. So either wild thing or flip dog. Flip dog, both feet are flat on the ground. Wild thing, you're on your right tiptoes, outer edge of your left foot. See if you can reach your heart forward, press your hips up. Nice, Liz, one last round. Everybody back to downward facing dog. Walk it out. Give yourself just a moment to walk it out here. Option if you would like. Inhale, rock forward to high plank. You can hover your right leg if you want to. And exhale, chaturanga. Lift your heart as you breathe in, shoulders back and down. Nicely exhale, down dog. Beautiful, Tracy. All right, you are almost there. Inhale your left leg high. Stay here, or left knee, right elbow. Push the ground away, get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged, left leg to the sky. And then exhale, left knee to your elbow, maybe your armpit, maybe you even have that push up. Don't let your butt drop down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, everybody, and then step forward softly. Pivot your back heel down, set up your warrior one feet, and then rise, Virabhadrasana one. Inhale. Exhale, last time, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. You can switch to one finger over if you want. Use your inhale to work your heart nice and open. Lift your heart. Exhale, bow, humble warrior, left shoulder inside of your left knee, all the way to empty in your breath. Then rise back up. As you rise, release your clasp, arms to the sky. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Root into your front foot. Back leg floats high, standing splits. Pause here. You can stay in your standing splits or option for balancing half moon. So option to open up, left hand might reach forward, right hand might come to your right hip, or maybe it just reaches towards the sky. Open, so right hip stacks on top of left. Heart open, shoulders open. No matter what pose you are in, whatever variation you are exploring, back leg is powerful, strong. There is energy in your back toes. Yeah, your own exploration, your own expression. Feel into it, breathe into it, every little space. One last inhale. Good job. And exhale, right knee to your nose. So curl in, that little tiny ball bounced on your left foot. Inhale, standing splits, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right toes back. And stay low, add a twist. Right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, unwind, hands over to the right, long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, option for arms. Thanks, Katie, and exhale, bow all the way to empty with your breath. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive all the way up, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, left toes forward, bend your left knee, reach forward and back. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up, reach back, lots of length, keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, side angle, so slowly move through warrior two and then tip it over, empty out in your breath. Reverse triangle, rise up, front leg straight, reach up, reach back, lots of length. Beautiful, and exhale, cartwheel your hands down, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Three-legged dog, pause in your three-legged dog and open your left hip. So everybody bend your left knee, like your left hip is a hinge on a door and your left leg is the door. It just swings open. You can stay here, get this nice stretch for the front of your hip, or option to flip your dog, wild thing or flip dog. Nice work, heart forward, press your hips up. Wherever you are at, your expression, one last huge breath, be there fully. End of your exhale, come back, regular down dog, everybody, walk it out. You can keep walking it out a little bit longer, or on an inhale, rock forward, high plank, option to hover your left leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Lift your heart, inhale. You choose down dog or child's pose. Take a moment, just be. So not doing anything, but just noticing, just allowing. So just witnessing yourself, everything flowing through you, your thoughts, sensation, emotion, no judgment, just observation. On your next couple breaths, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat, set your body down. If you want to take this in a seat or on your back instead, please feel free. Take your time to set yourself up with lots of awareness and intention. So you're plugging the femur bones into the hip sockets. Pull right hip back, left hip forward, and then bow. Just use your breath to soften. Open mouth exhales at any time. Be in your pigeon pose about 5 more rounds. See if you can feel your breath all the way down in your low belly, low back. Even imagine you can send it all the way down into your hips and your pelvic floor. Take one last round, one last huge breath. Slowly begin to lift your upper body. We're going to come into a 3-legged tabletop position. So plant your hands and tuck your back toes under, kind of scoot your back knee forward so your hips lift up. And then you can just unthread your right leg, take it back, give it a nice little shake out. You also might bend your knee and draw some circles with your right knee. Eventually extend your right leg back and take your right tiptoes off the left side of your yoga mat. Now see if you can pull your hips first over to the right a little bit and then gaze back over your left shoulder. So really lengthening through your right side, through your right waistline. You might rock forward or back. You might round or arch or even peekaboo under your left armpit. Take one more round of breath. End of your exhale, let that go, hands and knees. And then downward facing dog. Walk it out in your down dog. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa, feel free. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And left shin to the top of your mat as you're ready, pigeon pose. So left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat rather than midline. Find that hugging in, front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward, that connection to your center. Nice river, and then find your bow when you're ready. Big deep breath. Let whatever comes, come. Whatever goes, go. Feel your body, feel your breath. Soft face, soft shoulders. What if you could soften through your heart space? What would that feel like? Take about 3 more breaths. Last round, biggest breath you've taken all practice long. And then slowly begin to lift your upper body. Again, coming into a 3-legged tabletop position. So plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and scoot your back knee in a bit. Unthread your left leg, take it back, give it a gentle shake out. And then if you want, you can also bend your left knee and circle your left knee a few times. Eventually, take your left leg straight back and then left tiptoes off the right side of your mat. Press them into the ground. Pull your hips to the left first if you can, and then gaze back over your right shoulder. Look back at your toes. You might rock forward, you might rock back. You might round or arch. One more huge breath, lengthening your left side. End of your exhale, back to tabletop. Back to one final downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to high plank. And as our grand finale today, lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. Once you have found the strength in your arms, so you're hugging in with your upper arms, you're pressing down through your forearms, start to walk your toes towards your elbows, coming into dolphin pose. So lift your hips as high as you can, hug in with your upper arms, push into the ground with the belly of your forearms. You've got about 5 breaths in dolphin. So if you want, you can take one leg up, then the other. You can play with forearm stand hops if you want to, or just be where you're at and breathe. If you're holding in a regular dolphin, see if you can press your chest towards the back of the room. Lift your hips even higher. About 2 more big breaths. Yeah, soften around it. There's so much strength work. Can you find some softness, some sweetness? One last inhale. If you want, open mouth sigh. Nice river. And then bring your knees down. Take a rest. Child's embryo puppy. I like to kind of rock my hips side to side. You might even roll your forehead side to side. Just let the ground hold all of your weight. Last couple breaths here. Just let your body give in. Rise to your hands and your knees, and however you want to get there, find your way onto your back. Once you are on your back, just draw your knees in towards your belly and find a gentle rock from side to side. Set yourself up for bridge pose. Feet on the ground with knees bent, arms down by your sides. I think everybody in here knows how to get into their bridge pose. So just mindfully, as you're ready, lift everything up. Lift your hips, peel your spine off your mat. Once you're in bridge, take about 5 breaths in any variation you want. So if you were here last Thursday when we practiced those little tunnels that Jason always taught, lifting and lowering just your butt, go for it. If you want to pop up into a full wheel, upward facing bow, your full back bend, if that's available to you, go for it. Maybe you want to interlace your fingers underneath you. Maybe you want a supported bridge pose with your block under your sacrum. So you do you, about 5 to 7 breaths. Very nice. Good, Christine. Hug in with your inner thighs. Stay rooted through your heels and the inner edges of your feet. And again, I'll just leave it up to you. So after you feel complete, you've taken at least 5 rounds, you can ease your way back down to a neutral spine. And then take some windshield wipers. So once you arrive on your back, Feet come out wider than your hips. And just take a few rounds side to side. From your windshield wipers, you can either turn it into a spinal twist of your choice, knees to the right, or just let your knees fall to the right and hang there for a few rounds. Option to bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee if you're in the windshield wiper variation. If you're taking your own variation, whatever feels best for you, perfectly fine. Just make sure your breath can stay right there. And then in your next couple of rounds, switch to the other side. When you feel pretty much even with your twist on both sides, just come back to center and take a happy baby. So give yourself a moment in happy baby. Maybe you want to rock a little bit side to side. Maybe you want to extend one leg, then the other leg, both legs at the same time. Maybe you want to turn it into kind of a plow variation. So any exploration from your happy baby, let yourself be playful, embody a happy baby. And then if there are any other stretches, any final movements, any last poses that your body is still craving or calling for, take a moment to move through those. Eventually settle into your final relaxation. So as you move into your final resting pose, just a thought for you, and it's pretty simple. It just says a key thing that prevents a painful emotion from arising and passing is the belief that it never should have arisen in the first place. Permission facilitates flow. A key thing that prevents a painful emotion from arising and passing is the belief that it never should have arisen in the first place. Permission facilitates flow. So for these last few moments, can you give yourself full permission to just feel whatever is there to be felt? There is no right or wrong. Everything is welcome in this vast, wide open space that is you. So take these last few moments to simply just be and to feel whatever is there to be felt. No judgment, just observation. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And just bring gentle movements back into your physical body. As you feel ready, ease your way into a fetal position on either side. Take just one last moment to rest on your side body, just curling into yourself. Taking one last moment to just really let your practice settle inside of you, integrate into your being, absorb into your body. And use your arms to find your way up into seated meditation. So facing towards the front of the room, just like where we began. And sit up tall, close your eyes, and gather your hands to your own heart. Bow your head to your heart. And just acknowledge yourself for being here, making the effort to show up, to roll out your mat, to do your practice. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste.
Thank you, honey.